Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Nazmi bin Abdul Rashid from class 6 BEM E3. So today I am going to talk about the disparity of performance among airlines after the pandemic. So first of all, what is disparity? Disparity means a noticeable and usually a significant difference. In 2019, we face a COVID-19 that has become a pandemic around the world. Due to that, the aviation industry needs to close due to Movement Control Order or MCO for some period of time to control the COVID-19 from spreading all across the country. Because of that, some of the airlines went to bankruptcies because they cannot fly and they cannot generate any income. Some of the airlines that went through bankruptcies are the Turkish airline, which is Atlas Global, was collapsed on 12 February 2020. The British airline Flybe, already struggling financially prior to the virus outbreak, entered the administration on 5th March 2020 due to the effect of the pandemic. Charter airline Miami Air International filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on 24 March and ceased all operation on 8 May. Next, Trans-States Airline, the sister company of Compass Airline, which is also on this list of bankruptcies, which is on 17 March 2020, the CEO, Rick Leach, sent a memo to employees which stating that due to the impact of the pandemic on travel demand, the airline would cease its operation on 1st of April 2020. The Italian airline Ernest Airline collapsed on 5th April 2020. Next, the Compass Airline, a United States and regional carrier that operates some flights for American Eagle and Delta Connection, permanently ceased their operation. On 19 March, BRA, or Britain Regional Airlines, announced that they will reduce flight frequencies. Later, they decided to call for a break. And all of the employees in Sweden are temporarily furloughed. CityJet and lastly, a CityJet, an airline notable for its flight and from London City Airport, filed for bankruptcy due to financial issues inflamed by the pandemic. From the list of bankruptcies, we can see that airlines all over the world are at risk when the pandemic of COVID-19 spread all around the world. However, the airline with a good recovery plan survived the virus outbreak. For example, on the 26th of May 2021, the Qantas airline from Australia takes an opportunity to introduce Flight to Nowhere. Basically, a flight to nowhere is a flight where they bring a passenger sightseeing and land in the same place as they take off. A Qantas airline sightseeing flight was sold out in just 10 minutes on September 2020. Other than that, Qantas airline also produced a sightseeing flight that promotes a spectacular view of the supermoon that was sold in just 2.5 minutes. Not only does Qantas Airline have a good recovery plan, the AirAsia, which is an airline based in Malaysia, also took an opportunity to promote Santan. Santan touted to be the world's first restaurant to offer in-flight meals on ground. It's said to have around a dozen outlets in Malaysia alone by December, followed by other ASEAN countries from next year. Model as a franchise fast food chain, Santan offers ASEAN-inspired dish hugely popular on AirAsia flight like nasi lemak, chicken rice, nasi padang, basil chicken, and beef tapa. The Santan also promotes door-to-door deliveries in the key cities. Furthermore, the AirAsia also introduced AirAsia Ride, which is an e-hailing service. E-hailing service has become more popular nowadays, so they took the opportunity so they can recover from the virus outbreak. Other than that, we can see that some of the European airlines also have their recovery plan. Some of their recovery plan are the Austrian, Iceland Air, and Swiss reconfiguring their aircraft for cargo. The Lufthansa, LH Technik, offers the cargo conversion. The Sun Express switched the aircraft to freight operation. And Aeroflot plans to open Europe-Asia transfer. Next, we can see that the Air France and KLM, which is transatlantic joint venture with Delta Airlines, and Virgin Atlantic. The British Airways joint venture with Qatar Airways. And the IAG remains committed to take over of Air Europa. So, in conclusion, we can see that having a good strategy for recovery after the virus outbreak is a must, so that the airlines can generate income and help the nation's economy grow. We should take a lesson from the bankruptcies of airlines so that in future we can overcome any issue that will occur in the future. That's all from me. Thank you.